decide what you want to do with yourself, what you want to be in your life. Sometimes we live through a lifetime trying to figure it out, and sometimes we know it very early on. And sometimes we know very early on, and as we go through the course of life, we change our mind because our experiences change and we decide on being something else. Well, I get very fascinated when I talk to my students and they are so clear and they say so definitively what they want to be when they're older. And their reasoning is so clear. Sometimes I feel that us as adults are not as confident of what we are thinking and why we are thinking than they are. I have the pleasure of inviting such a student who has a mind of her own, a talent beyond my imagination, and just such a pleasure to be in her presence and her company. Welcome to OATS Uncut, Orator Academy Talks Uncut. We are unscripted, unedited, unfiltered, candid conversations because life is nicer, simpler, and easier that way. Allow me to welcome Aadya Tandon. Aadya, welcome to OATS Uncut. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well and I'm very glad to be here. I'm actually very excited to be on a podcast. I always listen to your podcasts. They're very entertaining and educational. They're really nice, and I love getting to know more about your students.
Oh, that is so sweet of you, and no transaction happened behind the scenes to get that kind of an endorsement. So thank you, Aadya. I'm so glad that I bumped into your mom and she said that you'd love to be on the podcast. Because I love when my students come and talk, and there have been a lot of students who have spoken. So why did you want to come? Just because you've been a part of the Orator Academy family, or is it exciting to be on a podcast? Why did you want to be on OATS Uncut?
I wanted to be on OATS Uncut because it's very exciting to be on a podcast that's going to be posted everywhere, but it's also very an honor to be here. And
the honor is mine, by the way. I feel so much love when my students who are not seeing me right now want to come back, because I feel we are one large big family, right? So that's a pleasure. So Aadya, you always seem to know what you want to do with yourself. How old are you right now, by the way?
I'm 10 years old.
You're 10 years old and you are a big performer. You've been performing at the big stage at Carnegie Hall. I mean, how many people get that opportunity? And you've been doing it not just once or twice, but multiple times. Tell us about that journey.
Well, I started singing when I was 4 or 5. I started with a class called Ormi classes. It's right now at the temple. And I sang Indian classical music for a long time. Then I started singing Western music, which is English. And I started to find all these types of opportunities to perform everywhere. My mom signed up and I auditioned and I got in. And it's been like that ever since.
That is amazing. But you clearly keep getting those opportunities because you have the talent. You have the chops for it. You have a YouTube channel, you were saying?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel called Aadya's Fun Tribe where I post little challenges I like to do along with my singing.
Aadya's Fun Tribe?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look it up and probably share the link to that as well. So, what do you feel when you sing?
I try to inhabit the character that is singing that song. For example, yesterday I played Alphaba because I was singing The Wizard and I. And I was singing Galinda in What Is This Feeling? I performed both at Carnegie Hall. And Galinda and Alphaba are basically opposites, so I have to change because there was nothing in between of my performances. It was choir, and then it was duet, and then two more singers, and then it's Alphaba, The Wizard and I.
So you want to be a singer. I want you to look at the camera also so people feel like you're talking to them as well. So when you want to be a singer when you're older?
Yeah, I do. I feel like singers can reach big things, and if you work hard enough, you can maybe become a little famous.
I think that goes with everything, right?
Yeah.
We just have to remember to work hard enough.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel when you sing?
I feel very happy, like I'm about to accomplish something big, and I'm proud of myself for that.
And you said you channel the character when you sing.
Yeah.
So when you channel the character, you're trying to feel like the character would have felt in that moment?
Yes.
And you're trying to channel that emotion as you sing.
My teacher, Miss Kelsey, helped me learn that.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
She works at Linda Blatt School of Music. Mm-hmm. And she's actually the New York Times acclaimed singer.
How lucky are you? That's amazing. That's amazing.
I see her every Friday and to learn.
That's awesome. So you are able, even at the age of 10, you're able to understand the emotion of a
Yes.
character and
Yeah.
channel it through in your singing?
I'm actually considering to learn an Italian song so I can try and figure out harder emotions.
Opera?
I'm not sure. We haven't started exploring them yet. I just want to sing Italian. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's a very fascinating language.
It is. It is.
That's I'm actually learning Italian on Duolingo.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Just because you want to sing an Italian song?
Not that only. I also want to. In music, the history of music, there were Italians who created it. So I want to get to understand how they spoke and the tempos with the music that they write. It's in Italian. So I want to understand that as well.
Oh, I feel like I'm interviewing a celebrity today.
Thank you.
You are a child celebrity because how many children your age are doing this, and I think you will continue to maintain that cadence, that rhythm of your life that you're on right now. What else do you like to do? I mean, do you do other things that you feel your peers are doing?
Yes, I do robotics. I do math classes, like extra math. I do acting to help with my singing.
How do you find time for everything? Because school is also getting harder, right?
Yeah. I have an organized schedule and we can adjust it sometimes so everything fits in.
Beautiful. Do you make your schedule or mom and dad do it for you?
We all work as a team to do it.
How beautiful is that?
Every time we need a new schedule, my dad pulls up a graph on his laptop and we all work together to find out when am I free, when I'm not free, what classes I can add, what classes I can't add, that thing.
I love that. I think I need to leverage your dad's help a little bit to figure out my schedule in life. I need to be a little more organized myself. So you're learning a lot of different things beside the basic 4th, 5th grade stuff.
Yeah.
And besides, singing and then organization, all that is amazing. So you have your unique flossomness. You remember Flossom?
Yeah. Flossom, flaw, and awesome.
Flawed yet awesome?
Yes.
I see a lot more awesomeness here.
Thank you.
And no flaws, really.
Well, everyone has their flaws. For example, I'm not very good at my handwriting. Sometimes it's a little too messy.
Yeah, because your generation, you don't really use your hand to write so much, right? You're typing a lot. So.
Yeah, but I'm working on it. I'm actually trying to learn calligraphy. Self-taught.
Oh, what all are you going to do?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to get as much as I can in my life so I have all these new opportunities I'm experienced in if something doesn't work out.
I want to know what your parents are feeding you. It's clearly working very well. Yeah, because I don't think I was that put together and mature when I was 10.
Thank you.
You feel you're able to connect with your peers and be silly sometimes, a silly 10-year-old sometimes?
Yeah, I actually sit with some of my best friends at my table. Their names are Zara, Anaya, and Spruha. And then my other best friend, Tanvi, she sits right across from us, but on a different table.
Spruha? The same Spruha that I know from class?
No, different Spruha.
Different Spruha?
Yeah, she doesn't take public speaking classes.
Ah, okay, because I had a Spruha, but
I remember Shreya.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Because I thought that was such an unusual name, so it's interesting that there's another one with the same name.
Yeah.
So you want to be a singer, and you want to be probably a Western singer.
Yeah, and maybe some Hindi.
Some Hindi too?
Yeah, and maybe Italian. I'm not sure.
Who's your favorite singer right now in Hindi and in Western?
Well, I don't know that many Indian singers, but I'm going to say Shreya Ghoshal.
Oh, she's amazingly talented.
Yeah, and for classical, for Western, I have two actually.
Yeah,
They work
please.
together in a movie
Ooh.
that people might know. Wicked.
Hmm.
Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo.
Oh, awesome. Amazing. Amazing. So, did you hear about, do you follow Ed Sheeran a little bit, maybe?
Yeah.
Did you know he's come out with a song
No, I did not.
with the Indian people? It's called Sapphire.
I heard the title. I haven't listened to it.
It has a lot of Punjabi in it.
It does?
It does. I was so blown because Punjabi is my mother tongue.
Oh, it is?
Though I don't speak it very fluently, unfortunately, but I can get by. I can sing in Punjabi. So I was very tickled when I saw that, and it's completely shot in India. He's hanging out of an auto rickshaw, he's in a bus, and there's dhol and there's bhangra behind him. So it's very interesting because I believe he has a substantial following.
If there's a
In India.
tabla, that would be full Indian.
Yes, absolutely. So do you also envision yourself or fantasize about having a fan following in another country?
Yes.
Which country do you want to have your fans from besides India or besides the United States?
And India?
And India, yes.
I think I would like it to be from Italy.
From Italy?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Italy.
Oh, have you been there yet?
No. Well, actually, yes, but I was very young.
You're very little?
Yeah.
So where in Italy do you want to go?
Rome, mostly. I think France is pretty near Italy. I want
Yeah.
to go to Paris.
You want to go to Paris?
Yeah.
So yeah, these are all very culturally, architecturally, historically rich cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to learn more about the history there, but also have some fun. Like, not like a lesson, but a fun lesson.
A fun lesson. Wonderful. No, you will be traveling from what I know of you. So, do you get any free time at all?
Sometimes. A little bit. Friday is... Wait, I think I meet Miss Kelsey on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Friday is my free day. I don't have any classes that day.
Ooh.
But usually we go out that day, so I don't have that much free time. I like to spend the free time that I have reading, sometimes watching a little TV, playing with my puppy, Lily.
Oh.
She turned 1 on June 1st.
Oh.
Yeah, and I like to think a lot. I like to think. I have lots of questions in my head that I want to be answered. For example, yesterday, a lot of my friends can do like a clover with their tongue, but I can make a heart.
Okay.
I can make a heart. And
People can make a clover?
Yeah,
A 4-leaf clover or a 3-leaf?
3 leaf. And I'm like, why can my heart make a tongue? It's like my heart,
My tongue.
my tongue has a dent, like right there in the middle.
Don't all tongues have a dent?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not even going to try. I think I'll look foolish. But you guys look cute when you do that. That's wonderful. So you do get free time. You do like playing with your peers and your friends. You are able to make time. And you want to be a singer.
Yeah.
100%. Is there any other option for any other line of profession that you may want to pursue? I have no doubts that you'll make a phenomenal singer because I've heard you and I know your talents, but is there an alternate career in mind, just in case?
Yes.
Which one?
I have 2.
Ooh, okay.
Actress, of course.
Of course.
And I really want to be an environmentalist,
Oh.
but I have to be in college for that. So I want to be an environmentalist lawyer.
Okay. You know, we have an environmental lawyer in our town.
Oh, we do?
Yes. You know, our mayor from last year, town council member Al Anthony. Have you seen?
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of it.
He's an environmental lawyer.
He is?
He is.
I did not know that.
I'm telling you now.
All I knew that he was the mayor.
He works for the state, and he's got a lot of stories to tell. It's pretty intriguing to listen to him.
I hope to meet him one day.
I can introduce you. He's a good friend. He lives down the street from me.
Oh, he does?
He does.
So I've seen the mayor's house?
Yes, you have. You have.
Wow.
And he'll be happy to talk to you because he's very helpful and he loves working with children, guiding them, mentoring them. So if you ever want to pursue that line, he would be a great mentor.
I think it might be a little hard to manage all three.
No, you can't manage all three because then you can't do justice to all.
Yeah.
So I guess we are prioritizing. The first is singer, second is actress, and the third one is environmental lawyer?
I think environmental lawyer is second.
Second, okay.
Actress, I think I do better in acting with singing.
Okay.
So even if I don't become an actress, I'll still act with my singing. So I won't really be missing out. I'll still be on TV. So.
Such clarity of thought. Most people, even in their 20s and 30s, are struggling. That's amazing. So when you stand on that big stage of Carnegie Hall and perform, you enjoy that experience of looking at the audience?
Yeah. When I'm done, I stand there for like a few seconds and then I bow. Because you need to enjoy. You work so hard.
Yeah.
You work so hard to accomplish what you just did right now. Enjoy it for a few seconds. It's not going to come again for a little bit.
Yeah. And do you look at the audience's expressions and see how they are absorbing what you are giving them?
Yeah. In my solo, when I was done, there was like multiple woohoos.
Aww.
And some of them weren't even from my parents. They were just from Manch. When I was walking out from Whale Recital Hall, a stranger came up to me and she said, I hope to see you on Broadway one day.
How awesome is that? And if a stranger is saying that to you, it's not just flattery. It's actually a compliment.
Yeah. Some of my choir members, some of which were just relatives that I did not know, said, great job, you did amazing.
Ah.
In fact, in Carnegie Hall, I was the student with the most performances, 4.
Wow.
I performed in Carnegie 7 times, and I've been there 3 times. So... yeah.
So you took, I can't wait to see how far you go and how high you go, because I think you'll do extremely well with your talents, and you should, because you have exceptional talents. Not everybody your age has that. Not everybody older has that. So I'm so glad and I'm so proud of your parents and so thankful of your parents that they have found your skill and they're nurturing it so beautifully. That is amazing. You are a really lucky girl to have parents who are looking out for you constantly, isn't it?
Yeah, I love my parents. They're always there for me. And they're always there for me in the hard times and the good times. They're basically like relatives' best friends.
Aww. But they're always there for you. Isn't that what parents are supposed to do?
Yeah, except they do it by option. Some parents aren't there for their children.
Or some parents are demanding, pushing children to do something.
They're like, you have to get this, you have to get that. But if you don't get it, my parents will be fine with that.
That is so good to hear. So good to hear. Your parents are clearly exceptional. So I miss you in class.
Yeah. I want to join back in class, but I'm trying to find like a spot.
Where do you have the time?
Friday.
I don't want to take away your Friday. That's your one free day.
So I have free days I have like a little time on other days. So you won't be taking away all my free time.
Oh, but did you benefit from coming to my classes?
Yes, I did.
I want a little plug for Orator Academy.
Before I used to speak very unconfidently, like.
And which are still happening, by the way.
A little bit. Like twice. I've been counting.
You've been counting.
Oh,
look at that. Is that what happens when you do this?
I don't know.
It didn't happen now. I don't know. So, okay, so you got confident.
Yeah, I got more confident. I know what I'm talking about. It's more clear.
You speak nicely too. You speak very clearly. You enunciate. So that's great.
Also, not to brag, but I want people to know. If you search up Aadya Tandon on Safari, spelled Aadya space Tandon, there's pictures of me, 4 websites about me.
Can you look in the camera and say that again a little louder, please?
There's 4 websites about me and 2 pictures if you search up Aadya Tandon, spelled Aadya space Tandon.
And these are websites?
Yes, real websites from Charleston's International Music Competition, London Musician Competition, Crescendo, all those things. And Carnegie.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Aadya Tandon, it's a pleasure to have you with me at OATS Uncut.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh my God, no, the pleasure is totally mine. You are a joy to see and to talk to.
We can share the pleasure.
We can share the pleasure. Thank you so much for coming. Keep in touch, whether you're able to come back to my class or not. Whenever you need me, I am here.
Thank you.
Once in a while, I do expect a Carnegie Hall invite to come and watch you. Well, thank you for tuning in to OATS Uncut with this bright, beautiful and very promising young lady, Aadya Tandon. I wish you well, stay safe, stay well. Remember to love and laugh and have a blast. Take care.
Be flossom.
Be flossom.